name rings a bell. Or should I say rocks them? I'm shell-toe rocking. Females, I don't got them, but get them with no problem. And I don't pack stadiums yet. I still rock them, and they still spell my name fucked up on they flyers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tornado Hole Podcast, number 2, week 2, man. Long time coming. You know, we usually record on Sundays, but there's a little bit of a setback this week. But you know how life goes. It's your boy. It's your caster, Mister. I don't even know what my call sign was last time, but we're gonna go to it. But in the right corner is
Carolina Retro, keeping it retro, one game at a time.
Of course it is the Carolina Retro gamer himself, for Fingers. And I am Barton Foss, and we are the Tornado Hole Podcast. Thank you for joining us this week. We got some good news, some bad news, a cool little rant at the end. Make sure you guys stay for the end, and thank you for taking your time to join us this day. But we're gonna get right into it in the What You've Been Playing segment.
I actually went independent scene.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to the indie games. You know those 7 games made by Scott Cawthon, Five Nights at Freddy's?
Okay.
Well, I just snagged the Ultimate Custom Night, and yeah, I've been jump scared by a lot of things. It's just a little fun game for you to pick up. It's free on Steam, so if you don't have no money, you can go and download it for free and get jump scared by 50 killer animatronic.
That's pretty awesome, man. That series has been pretty popular. You know, it kind of came out of nowhere, and now it's like almost like a mainstay. You know.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I get to it, my name being Freddy, and where I work in my day job, in a pizzeria. So little kids ask me, "Are you Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I left Bonnie to run. I left Bonnie to run it for me, and Foxy cooked your food."
No, that makes sense, man. Hey, the duality of the game and life has got to be pretty crazy when you think about it. How like it worked out that way.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, Calvin just hit a goal line.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, this is like this is independent game. This is not like Sega, Nintendo, Atari. This is like coming out of somebody's basement.
Oh, for sure.
Still want Freddy Fazbear for Smash. #Nintendo.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't gone the indie route, because there's a couple characters that could make it in, like Freddy Fazbear, maybe Shovel Knight, maybe who's the guy from the other game, that the little indie game where it's like you turn the world around. Fez, the Fez guy could be in there.
Yeah, Bendy. Then you got Baldy or something like that. I've seen him pop up. Mighty Number 9.
Oh yeah.
But they probably might get. They're probably gonna get Mega Man.
Well, they got Mega Man. It'd be pretty cool if they added like maybe Zero or Base. That'd be pretty awesome.
No, Zero should stay in the Marvel vs. Capcom, or Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yeah, but that's awesome, man. So everybody check out that the game on Steam. It's free. What was it called again?
Ultimate Custom Night, Five Nights at Freddy.
Well, what I've been playing is, of course, Street Fighter 30th anniversary. A big time. Used to be a big time Capcom head. I've been kind of falling off a little bit since. I don't know. I think it's because it just seems like the more you learn about those games, the more you learn about how to play them, the more tedious it becomes, because you have to think so much. And it used to be a time where I felt like I didn't have to think at all, and now it's like, oh crap, this is frame here, blah blah blah. And I guess that's what makes it popular. But it's real interesting. When it first,
a lot of people have been fighting back Street Fighter 3 and Anniversary Edition.
But that's what you would think. Like when it first came out, there was like this push, like, oh my god, it's Third Strike. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play, Q. I'm gonna play, Necro. I'm gonna try to be a Shawn, man.
Oh god.
Exactly. And over this last month, all of that stuff has seemed to have fallen to the wayside as it was in 2005, where it's literally all kids.
I wonder how many Sean players are there.
None, unless they're trying to troll and then they lose, then they go right to Ken or Chun-Li or Yun, or you'll get your rare Digit Ryu. But it is literally 05 out here again. Nobody wants to get better; they just want to get Wiz. It is insane.
Oh, God.
But I enjoy the game.
Oh,
It's a
God.
big part of the development. What were you
I
gonna
might
say?
have to set it up. I might have to set up my anniversary edition.
Oh yeah,
I got it on PC too.
Oh yeah, like it's pretty hilarious. I was trying to spend some time playing Necro and Q, because I actually was serious. I was like, I want to play these characters because back then I could do all that charge partitioning and all that. I was just like, kind of just doing whatever, with the Shotos or whatever. But it gets kind of annoying playing, the third shot in a row. But it is the game, yeah.
But I remember back in the day, you used to wax me with Urian.
Oh yeah.
Stan Urian and Alec.
Yeah, see, those characters are good too.
Yeah, I mean, all I would hear is, you can't escape.
Yeah, I think my Alex could use some more time in the lab though. I think just being able to complete some of those the setups and stuff that he used to have, I have to get back in the lab. But I haven't spent a lot of time with Q and Necro. Q was way better than I knew back then. I kind of wish I would have gave him a shot for real back then, because when you're just getting into the FGC, you hear all these terms, you're just like, oh my god, what the heck is a partition? What the heck is a option select and all that? Now it's like, oh okay, so that's what that is. So it works out. But I'm gonna keep playing it. But I just hope that the people that do play it too, try to give it a little bit more of a college try rather than just going back to the same Kid Ryu, Kid Ryu, Chun-Li, a little bit of Yun, because that is not fun. But yeah, that's been.
When I played, I've seen Dudley's, Urian's, and I've seen, I did see a couple of Alex.
Okay.
But I haven't came across the Necro Q combination yet.
Oh yeah, you'll see me if you ever get on there. I don't know if they have. Do they have crossplay?
No.
That makes sense.
Sony doesn't want to play ball.
Of course not.
I still have online edition for my PS3, but I don't know if the PS3 servers are
That's true. Yeah, well, hopefully, hopefully the game it doesn't fall off too much. Like you can already feel the fall off, but like it's not like there's really anything coming out for the rest of the year as far as fighting games. And we'll get into it in the news section. But Street Fighter V is doing everything they can to make people not play that game over time. It's holy crap, So maybe as long as the scene stays with it, I'll keep playing Third Strike Online. Maybe I'll try a little Alpha 2. I'll be Alpha 3 at some point, but I just got to figure out, because I never was that that great at the game. Yeah, that proficient at the game, because, I didn't know about all the stuff going there. I might try like something random like Exism Sakura or something like that,
Just remember, Bison does Head Stomp, Die, Psycho Crush.
There it is. But
That's his pattern.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Now I got pretty good at patterns now. But all right, guys, thanks. We'll go to our news section. Check you guys in 5 seconds, not 5 minutes. Yeah.
So, still on the Street Fighter high. Let's talk about Fighting Lair. They just said Vince Russo is gonna be a DLC character.
Vince Russo? You sure it's not Volcano Russo?
Yeah, him. I can't.
That's quite.
Volcano Russo. So yeah, Vince Russo in the game.
That's quite a mistake.
Probably set up people on a pole matches and have a bunch running.
Speaking of setups, I recall that EX3 he was a pretty good setup character. Like if memory serves me right, so that should be a really cool character to try out.
Yeah, I gotta dig up my EX3. I mean I have it, and I got like the PlayStation 3 that's backward compatible.
Oh yeah.
I'll be being able to play.
Oh yeah, that's good too. I gotta dig mine up too. I have to turn my find my PS3 that's backwards compatible to play it.
Are you sure you're not using the program?
But also as well as Volcano Russo, Pullum was announced. Okay.
Who's that?
That's the exact response she gets. No.
No, that was Cracker Jack.
I think Pullum is she's like a, what is it?
Oh, the
North.
wrestler.
No, she's the North African girl with the tambourine.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, she's got
I remember her.
the dive kicks and all that.
I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really know who she was, but I do remember she was like one of those secret characters in EX3.
Was she? I thought she.
How many times you had to unlock, beat the game to unlock her.
That's crazy. She seems like a fan favorite. Like based on how people like kind of like oh my god, it's Pullum. Oh man, I could dive kick and do the spin thing. She reminds me of like a low budget kind of like Jury almost.
Yeah. I actually, think about it. I'm actually thinking about playing Skullomania.
Oh, nice.
He just looks fun.
Yeah, he's got a Rage of Demon too, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think he has a Rage.
He's like the main.
He has a Rage of Demon move, doesn't he?
Character. Yeah, he's like a main character, and he was in EX3.
For sure.
But like I said, I have to dig that up.
Yeah, well, hopefully, Fighting Layer comes out on PC soon, so you can try that too.
Yeah, from what I've heard, they said if Fighting Layer does well, it will get a physical release and a PC port.
See, that's awesome. That's the mark of a great company who's trying to retain fans.
Well, Akira hasn't been, seen for like years, so please, viewers, support this game. Buy the game.
Of course, I need to get it at some point. I want to play the Doctor. I got like a whole YouTube folder set up. It's just called PhD. It's where I put all the Doctor and Dark stuff I found on YouTube.
Doctor and Dark. Oh God! I mean, they had some interesting characters. You got like Area.
Oh yeah, Area would be, dude. Area, man. I used to play her a lot too. Like back in the day, back in the day room at the dorm. I would play like Area. I would play like Doctor, and I would play like Ken. So basically, blonde characters. Surprisingly.
And then there was this one guy who had like a mask, but his eyes was like wide open, and he'll just go explosive.
Yeah, I think that's
I don't know if that was the Doctor or not.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly who that is. But on to the next news topic. Override, new mech battle game announced by the guys that I believe these guys are the same people that did that one game where it was like kind of like an Attack on Titan style game where you're like a guy with a sword and you kind of like attack the monsters and cut them down. Extinction, that's what it's called. I had to look it up real quick. Yeah, it's like I think they helped with that with Iron Galaxy. If you don't know, Iron Galaxy is the company that helped make Killer Instinct season 2 and 3. And so, yeah, it's pretty interesting that there's so much going down in these American developers who are members of the FGC. Like I think I saw something about this guy Jeff DeHero. He's a part of the people that are making this mech game. So that gives it kind of like that credence. Like, oh, okay, so these are actual people that are in the FGC and that play fighting games that are making this game. It's not just some guys like kind of like what was that horrible Marvel game that came out a few years ago, Rise of the Imperfects. Yeah, they're like, oh, we like Marvel vs. Capcom. We're gonna make it kind of like that, and it was nothing like that. It was trash.
Good. It didn't even make my radar, and usually that would have been on my radar. But I heard I heard you can perform fatalities on there. I'm like,
Oh yeah, yeah, they were pretty unique fatalities too. But what's the guy, Johnny Ohm? Yeah, I remember that guy. He was the electricity guy. But no offense, I think they tried, but like it's nice to know somebody that the people that are making this new mech game, because they got that same, that same like that adherence.
zeal.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we need to make this balanced. We need to make it, have cool systems and all that to get people in. So it's not just something you can pick up and master in a day. You get a little bit of time, and plus, if these Modus guys have worked with Iron Galaxy in the past, Killer Instinct is really good. I just never had. Go for it.
That last. I was playing that a while ago.
Yeah, I just wish I had like the a Xbox to play it or a PC, but it looks like it's really cool. If they ever make Killer Instinct 2, I'm down. But currently I'm just like, I feel like I'm too behind. But I will be on this override day one. So the last part of our news segment is Street Fighter V. Some bad news, actually. There was a study done by a guy from, I'm trying to find out which country he was from. It was somewhere like Sweden or Switzerland or something. And he basically did tests on all the competitive fighting games that are out right now. And he found that Street Fighter V has like a built-in random input lag system. Have you heard about that, Fred?
I haven't. That is surprising. Like, especially if you're playing online too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think
that's one thing that turns me. That's the one thing that will turn me off from a game input lag. Cause I'll be like, man, I pushed the button. Why isn't he doing nothing?
Oh
That'll
yeah.
get me from 0 to rage.
Especially in a game like Street Fighter 5, where if you miss a anti-air and they get a jump in, you're pretty much dead. Like, it's very explosive, the gameplay off of these jump ins and stuff like that. But man, I really wish they didn't have that. Hopefully the fact that people brought it out and talked about it and have data that shows that it's a part of the game, but they'll fix it. But knowing Capcom, who knows? Maybe they don't know how to fix it, or maybe that's a feature of the game. They want their game to be slightly random,
I hope not. Or it might be fixed in some Super Street Fighter V Arcade Ultra Edition.
Exactly, for $40.
Remember, I got Street Fighter. I got Vanilla Street Fighter V, and it updated.
Yeah. They can keep that. I'm not trying to pay another $60 for a game that's the fixed version, They should just fix it and put a patch out. So, but that's it for the news section. Thank you guys, and when we get back, it'll be the Retro Corner.
The Power Glove for your NES. Now you and the games are one.
Power Glove was so bad, it was good. And it came with the game. Super Glove Ball for the NES. I don't have the Power. Too much. It costs too much fun, but I have the game. And this is going to be the Retro Corner. Super Glove. It was basically a 3D like game. You just basically not throw a ball, but you play pinball, and you play as a glove moving in a 3-directional plane. Your goal was to knock all the panels to advance to the next level. Now, certain levels did have bosses for the area, but I didn't get that far. I would just go around random rooms and fight enemies, and it was pretty fun. It's made by Rare.
Oh wow! I was about to say, it sounds pretty familiar, but I think I remember it like in ads. You remember like the game ads and like magazines and stuff. But I remember actually seeing it.
When I was a kid, my younger cousin had it along with Battletoads and Jaws for the NES,
Yeah.
and we would play that either that, Jaws. I don't know why.
Okay.
I wanted to play. I wanted to play Jaws.
But for the Glover Ball, this game was on. You said it was on the Super Nintendo, Super Glove Ball,
NES.
NES. Oh wow! So it's 3D on the NES. That must have been like one pixel moving at a time. No.
Yeah, and I wish I had the Power Glove,
Yeah.
so I could, because you can actually, been able to, move with your play with your hand, as as the controller.
Okay.
But I was broke and I couldn't afford it.
Hey, those Power Gloves, man. I'm surprised they sold as many as they did. Like that was a lot of false advertising. They would have people like swinging, punching at the TV. It'd be like none of that worked.
I would love to see someone beat Super Mario Brothers with Power Glove.
I'm sure there's like, you never know. There might be some speed runner or some dude like that does everything on Power Glove. I've seen the dudes play like video games on dance pads and on Rock Band guitars and stuff like that. So you never know.
Man, I can see someone doing a Hadouken with a Rock Band guitar.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
Play footsies with a Rock Band guitar.
Yeah, but Super Glove Ball, NES. Anything? Would you recommend this game to everybody out there?
I recommend it for the collector, and for the retro game. But like for new players, I might just to show them what we had growing up.
Oh yeah, man! All those Ninja Turtle games, they were the same game, but the backgrounds were kind of different.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh God! Only one Ninja Turtle game I was gonna talk about was Ninja Turtles 3 for the NES. Which I have a let's play on my channel.
Make sure you guys follow Carolina Retro Gamers as well as what was your official channel?
Just
okay. We'll just skip that for now, but make sure you guys check out the Carolina Retro Gamers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good for the retro corner. Anything else on retro?
None right now. I got a lot of material for that, so I'll just go another time.
The slow trickle of retro goodness. All right, thanks, Fred. Last segment coming up, the Rat.
If you're talking the hardest, gigs better pop up in your thoughts as an artist. Taught in the market, everybody wants to know where walking the park is. Walking the party, sporting the
And as far as the Rat, dear God, I don't know if you've seen it yet, Fred, but it was going down at Anime Expo this last weekend. Holy Toledo. These guys
You
had...
tried to send me a video and I saw it. I was
Yeah.
the duck in my watch. So this rant is yours.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say this. It was that insane because they had it off to the corner somewhere. You know, it wasn't like in the front of the venue or anything like that. But you got like a VR game where you can simulate relations with anime characters of various ages, you know, various sizes, if you get what I'm saying. And I guess the way it looks like is you get points by doing it to
By
get
scoring.
by scoring, yeah. You score by scoring.
I'm
It's,
sorry. No. If you gotta rely on a video game to get yourself laid by a made-up chick, you need to get out more.
hey, all I know is a lot of those Twitch streaming girls are making thousands of dollars a day, and I'm pretty sure those guys somewhere know that there's no way they're gonna have a shot, but they still donate money. So I would be surprised if those same dudes are looking to pay hundreds of dollars for a VR set to give it to Nita Chat.
It's called Tinder.
Yeah. you You can you imagine walking into something like that? You come in the house, hey, what's up? And he just like your roommate's flat on his back with a blow up. I mean, with a plastic object hovering over him.
Did you see the ending of Spider-Man: Homecoming? Aunt May sees Peter Parker unmasked,
Oh my
and
god!
she goes, "What the?"
Basically,
That's me right now.
it could be even worse because you say what the, and then he's like, no, wait, give me, I'm almost there. It's like no, you have to wash down the whole room.
Oh God.
There was one guy in particular on that video who was going above and beyond the Call of Duty because he was putting his thumb in the plastic butthole, and I was like, look at this guy. He's well trained. And then he busts. I mean, and then he did the thing when something happened, and he was like, ah, and then he passed out. And it was like, there's no insertion. So he's just.
Did you watch Howard Stern growing up, or did you watch some naughty college girl?
He watched something because he was trying to he was trying to make a baby. Yeah.
I hope he didn't hit the girl Brenda.
Oh man, I don't even know. And then there's like some chick off to the side, and she makes this face like, "What the?" But it's like you're standing there. Like, don't act like you're surprised now. Like, you had to see multiple other plastic dolls get, broke up in there, and you're like trying to take the high road now because this guy's really going for it. It's like, get the heck out of here. I don't buy it. But yeah, that's my rant. There's other options, but I think that it's all in good fun. It wasn't like people were serious, like, oh my god, I'm about to put in some work,
Like that guy,
Yeah, let me get some ginseng. Let me go to the bathroom and pregame before I go give it to this plastic bag. I don't think that's what's happening, but it's funny to think of it that way. But no. If you're gonna be getting something like that, I hope you're not paying for it. That's all. But yeah, that's been our show this week. Oh, what's up?
You never know what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah, life's like a box of chocolates, I guess. But
All right.
that's
Moving on.
yeah. But that's been our show for this week. Thank you guys for coming and checking it out. We're still a work in progress. We're still getting better. It's a little bit later this week because of some stuff that happened on Sunday. A lot of goofiness. The World Cup.
Yeah, I'm more of a baseball guy.
Yeah, and I'm more of a basketball guy. So it is what it is.
Oh, that's because